Well, hello, Virgo. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Virgo, I on the title is interesting because I literally just changed the title just based off of what I'm feeling for the majority of you. Um, and if you already got your reading, you already know how you're going to survive um, in these very unpredictable times. But I wanted to focus on a lot of your planetary energy, your elements, and see new energies that we could possibly see for this upcoming month. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the cards. We are going to start with this Oracle deck, but we are also going to get into the Tarot and see how that is going to be playing a role with you as well. Hey, Sean. Hey, Devani. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Now, we're going to start with work and career and money. Okay. That is one of the things that you guys have been extremely interested about. No matter what card come out, even if we're talking about love, that means it is a Venus energy and that is going to be working on your behalf. So let's start with work, money, finances with this first set of cards. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's going to come out. This is for Virgo. All right. Now, a lot of you are concerned about your home here. You had two water signs, Cancer and Pisces. You guys already know that there is eclipses that have been bouncing back and forth between Virgo and Pisces. You already know. So you got to most likely try to figure out where that is in your chart and also where is Cancer in your chart, because both of these houses, both of these elements are going to be affected in some kind of way. Now, I do want to say that you had Earth element at the bottom of the deck. Now, this is a good sign because this talks about stability. First word that comes out there is stability. Okay. And this could be with love, right? Because Pisces will technically, if it's Virgo, I know that you guys have different risings, but we're just going to stick with Virgo being the first house. Pisces will be your seventh house dealing with love and relationships. And a lot of you are going to be going into more stable connections with love. But again, let's focus on the money. Contracts, okay? Seventh house will mean contractual agreements or going into a new job or some type of new kind of work that's going to be bringing stability in here for you. I love it, right? And it's going to be bringing you a lot of solid, situations. Your condition of your money, work, and career is going to be solid. Praise the Lord, okay? And Cancer, interesting because Cancer is considered to be the fourth house. Now, like I said before, for some of you, there could have been some like instability in the house of in the fourth house, meaning where you've been living, not needing some place to stay, needing a better place to stay, that type of thing. And the very fact that the earth element is coming out is letting me know that there's going to be a more stable, grounded home environment. You may be having people in your house, right? And you're like, oh my God, this has to change. They have to go. They got to leave. I can't take this, right? And so the earth element is bringing you back down to earth, right? It's bringing you back down, being more grounded and more rooted. And this is going to happen with money, okay? Even in love, because it's here. But it's definitely going to happen in your finances, your home, your mood. Let's even talk about that because we already know that both of these are water, okay? So when we're talking about how you've been emotionally, you may have been up and down emotionally. It could have been because of love. It could have been family, maybe work, your work environment or something like that has just not been what you want. And so the earth element says, hey, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ground you with that. Let's bring you back down to earth. Let's start creating something that's going to create more soul stability for you. I love the fact that Jupiter is here. Oh my God. So even with Jupiter, Jupiter is basically saying there's going to be something lucky that's going to enter into your life. And if this is opportunities, some type of change that you're going to experience. It is going to be some successes that you're going to have here. And again, where does Cancer and Pisces fall in your chart? Okay, that's what you need to know. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're not done. We're not done. We're going to get to the love and everything in a minute, but remember, we're talking about how this is going to be treating you guys over the next few months, right? The next card is Neptune, and then you have Mercury, and then it says astrological transits favor you at this time. Well, we see that, right? Because that's what we're talking about. We actually see it because the earth element is the thing that actually helped you in those particular houses. Virgo first house. This is what we're pretending to be, right? So it doesn't matter where you are in this, what your ascendant is. It's saying that the natural Virgo energy is going to be experiencing more so stability and control and feeling more grounded and home with family and your emotions and also in your relationships. But that's also existing contracts. So don't you have to have, you sign a lease, right? You sign a lease and that's a contract to your house. And this is why I feel like some of you guys are going to be signing contracts. You guys are going to be signing leases when it comes down to business. Some of you are going to be opening up your own business where you have to sign a lease for the place that you're going to be operating your business out of as well. So that happens. Now, let's go ahead. Let's continue. Mercury. Mercury is what? Oh, this is what we were talking about when we're saying business-wise, because it's the merchant. So business owners, this is a very active energy. This is really good because, again, we're still bouncing off the earth element. This is the thing that's actually grounding you. If you have a business where there's a lot of clients, there's going to be a lot of communication because Mercury talks about communication. It talks about conversation. For some of you, this is going to be traveling. You may have to travel somewhere in order to get a new job, or that could be what you maybe start to do, right? Mercury talks about travel, short travels actually. Okay, so this is really, really good. Mercury is actually helping you in this regard. Now, I like the fact that Mercury and Neptune came out together because this is your perception of things. And I want you guys to be very mindful that Mercury is the mind. Neptune is illusions. Okay. So we're talking about your perception, meaning having a clear, stay focused, because this can get you out of focus. That means something here can get you out of alignment. Earth is already trying to ground you. But why? Because there's something here that's pulling you away. It could be love, because this technically is a divine love. Neptune is a divine love. It's the higher octane of Venus, especially because of Pisces. And we already know that it's going to be going back and forth. The least is going to do that again before the end of the year, before it finally fully lands in Aries. But there is some communication that some of you guys are going to be getting from a divine partner. Whether they're here or not, they will be coming. So we see Mercury is actually helping you a lot with communicating with someone on a love level, and also when it comes to what? Your work and career. Okay. I love the merchant energy, especially the business owners. This is going to be so good for you. I love this so much. And look, it literally says the transits favor you at this time. This is in a more higher octane, because I'm telling you, there's somebody here that is a divine love. A divine love. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out. And you guys already know when I pull oracles, that means that however it comes out, we're going to just pull it based on that. And if it's in reverse, we're just going to read it in reverse. Okay. Even all the way up to the last one. We're going to see what's going to come out. This is for Virgo. There we go. You have the 8 of Swords in the upright, and you have the 8 of Wands in the upright. Love it. Where you have been trapped. Let's talk about it. Remember, what did we say earlier? Cancer talks about your emotions. Number one, it talks about family. It talks about home. Some of you have been feeling trapped. You feel like you've outgrown some things, even when it comes to your work and career, right? You feel like you've outgrown certain things, certain people, certain places, and you're like, I need to move along. Here with the 8 of Wands, you've been dying to get out of certain situations. Excuse me. Okay. Whatever that situation is. Okay. And it means something to you because Cancer is the closest things to you, like the things that are closer to your heart. You've been dying to get out of something because you haven't been happy where you've been. Okay. So where you've been trapped or feeling stuck or feeling bonded, like you can't get out of your situation, that's going to be the opposite. Okay. And this is the reason why the Eight of Wands is coming out with the Eight of Swords, because it's letting me know that this particular situation has been bothersome and you're getting out of it. This could be people that you know that could be getting out of jail. Okay. All right. Hopefully it's not one of those things where someone gets out of jail and you're like, I need to move. Okay. I have talked to you guys. I have talked to some of y'all where you're like, oh my God, like I need to move before this person, get released. Okay. Hopefully ain't that. Y'all already know I don't go that deep into these readings. Okay. That's personal readings. But like I like to keep the reading light. And so, like I said before, we know that this is a good thing because the earth energy is there. Remember, it's saying it is grounding you, it's stabilizing you. It is not causing chaos. You're not all over the place. It's the opposite of what you've been feeling. Okay. Money-wise, it's been not so good. Okay. And this is the reason why I said that I can tell that there's going to be improvement with your working career, because a lot of you didn't like where you were working. You felt like you were being pressurized by your bosses or people or employments, whoever. Someone was bullying you, especially with Virgos. I've told y'all plenty of times on the phone, Virgos. Oh my God, Virgos and their employments and stuff like that has always been problematic for Virgos. Okay. So you are going to be able to break free from some restriction at your working career. Thank God. And there's progression here with the Eight of Wands. Okay. I do see you moving, by the way. I don't know when, but it's going to be different for everybody. But I also see a moving element. And both of those came in an upright. I did not turn any cards over. There it is. Oh, look at this. Double card in the reverse. Empress in the upright. Hello. Second house, Empress energy. We already know that this is ruled by Venus. We just said that Neptune is the higher octane, right? This is good. Oh my gosh. I do see that you guys are not being hard on yourself. Okay. Empress is more so nurturing you. This is the time for you to nurture you. Okay. And not nurture other people. Ooh, that was definitely self-sabotaging energy here. Oh, saw that at the last minute. Very much so self-sabotaging behavior, because you were doing the opposite of what you were supposed to do. This is like the universe is saying, I'm going to give you a mind so you can take care of yourself. I'm going to actually give you something that you can take care of you. Now I want to watch and see if that's what you're going to do. And the thing is, the universe was watching you and you were doing the opposite. There was a lot of reckless behaviors here, whether it was your own mind. Because remember, Eight of Swords sometimes is what we create, right? It's the chaos that we create because of where we feel that we are. So there was something that was inconsistent within you and your behavior, maybe because you didn't feel loved and nourished, right? And so some of you guys were acting out. So again, moving forward, like I said, love the fact that whatever has been causing trouble, problems, and pain, obstacles, or whatever, again, okay? Now, you guys know that Capricorn here, this devil energy is Saturn. This is in reverse. So temporarily, I love it. Even if it's temporary, because we already know that like Saturn is moving. So obviously the Saturn moving is going to help you out a lot, okay? Temporary, because it's going to be moving out of what? Pisces and into Aries. And it's going to give you something. It's going to give you the sense of freedom. Okay, that's what it's going to do. And a lot of things that you've been doing to yourself, I don't see you necessarily doing that anymore. Again, remember when I said that Mercury and Neptune came out and it is the change of your perception of things? You are breaking free from certain repetitive behaviors, destructive behavior patterns, even if it's love. But I feel like it's the way you've been thinking, because the way that you think is going to cause all types of either good or bad energies with love, money, or whatever. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Wow. Stop it. Now you have the Hierophant in the reverse, but you got the Ace of Pentacles in upright. Let's talk to those who are in committed relationships for a second. Money wise, this looks good. We already talked about opportunities. I'm not really sure what that will mean just quite yet, but we already know contracts here, getting out of something, new opportunities. This is whatever you were committed to, basically. I'm talking about with your working career. Whatever you're committed to, there's going to be something new that you're going to be committed to. It could be more than one thing, but there's going to be something else that you're going to be committed to. Your energy and your focus is being diverted here, saying like your energy is being transferred in a different area. Okay, because Mercury talks about travel. We also see the Eight of Wands, which means moving along. You're moving in a different area. That energy is being pulled in a different place. That's going to help you out a lot because it's going to bring in some type of stability here again, Earth and Earth. Okay. So you're recommitting yourself to something, or there's going to be new commitments that you are going to be, new opportunities for you to commit to something different. Now, let's talk about relationships. Now, this is interesting because with Virgos, there's a complete difference between singles and couples. Not all couples are going to experience the same stuff. Not everybody is going to leave their partner. Not everybody, it's some trying situations you've been experiencing. Yes. Okay. Some very unfulfilling situations that you've been experiencing. I do see that. Okay. You don't feel nurtured or loved by your partner. Some of you guys have talked about going to marriage counseling, going to priests, going to spiritual counselors, whatever you need to do in order to make it work. You guys have done that. Okay. Now, I like the fact that the Ace of Pentacles is here is because there could be someone saying, hey, let's see if we can actually make this work again. Let's see if we have another opportunity. Let's see if we can reconnect. Remember, we talked about that recommitment. Let's see if we can recommit to what we've lost. Because I do feel like some of you guys may have separated, or some of you guys may even just felt like, you're going to give up on this. But I don't see an ending. I see the trying nature where you are tired, but I don't see an ending in this situation. So there could be, again, a new perspective of your marriage or long-term committed relationship. That's what I see. Now, for you single people, again, I am seeing, I'm not seeing anybody for you. Not yet. Wow, Chariot card in the upright, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I actually really do see that there's going to be a lot that you're going to be accomplishing. That I can tell you. Some of you guys are going to be on, this is, it's funny because I used to say TV, but it's like, are you being for real? Like, do you even watch television? No, like you don't even watch TV. So why are you saying television? So you have to go to what you know is true. I see that some of you guys are going to be doing things where you're in front of the camera. The camera now is different from the cameras that we used to know back in the day. The camera, people used to be like obsessed when they weren't even on the news, right? Remember how like a long time ago, it could be like a parade and like the cameraman caught you sitting on the curb, that happened to me, by the way, and I just was like, oh, that's me, right? And, it's like, oh, you're on television, something so simple like that back in the 90s. But the camera's capturing is different nowadays. Today, it is like literally anybody can get in front of the camera. And so for some of you, that is where your money is going to stem from. This could also be, in order for you to make the money that you want, advertising is going to be very important, or how you put your business or yourself out to the public. And I do see that. I see a lot of people like, ooh, Virgo, ooh, yeah, ooh, I like that. Okay, I like what you do. I like who you are. I like your product. I like. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I am seeing. Now, you had the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's very telling because for a lot of you, the 10 of Pentacles in upright does talk about stability with money. Okay, it talks about stability with, your money coming in. I personally believe that is like not necessarily divorcing money, but that is like maybe losing a source of income coming from some type of family element. It could be, okay, baby daddy lost a job, ex-husband isn't paying his money, or ex-wife isn't doing something. You didn't get your inheritance from your family when you thought that you were going to get your inheritance. It's something like that. Okay. That could be the reason why some of you guys could be in court. That could be what you could win. Okay. So if you felt like you were you didn't get the inheritance or the money from a family setting that you were supposed to get. Okay, there it looks like that could be something that's going to come in here for you just based on the Chariot card. Okay, but it was a mishandling in the past. So I want you guys to know that. So something that was mishandled, dealing with family, divorce, child support, or something like that, that was a mishandling of it. And now it looks like you're going to be able to succeed off of that. Okay, totally see it. Now, let's go ahead and get your last few cards here. I got to hurry up because I have a reading at 2. All right. Let's see. All right. So you have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, and you got a 4 of Swords here in the upright. I can see the reason why you've been emotionally out of balance, right? Because it's been slow. Not everybody is on the same timelines. Some of you guys have gotten love. Some of you guys have gotten the money and not the love. Some of you guys haven't really seen anything yet. Okay? It just depends. If we're looking at why there has been an issue in the houses of Cancer and Pisces, dealing with love and dealing with your stability in your home, why there has been a moodiness, sadness, right? Especially with the 8 of Swords, it's because it's been taking too long. Or if you're in a connection with someone or dealing with your family, you're the one who has needed to be patient. You feel a little beat up. You either feel beat up by your wife, by your husband, and I'm not saying physically, but emotionally. Okay, very draining. Family problems. Okay, we're talking about family issues where you've been trying to work things out with family, and it's like you've been trying to be patient, and it has only left you feeling drained and taken advantage of. Okay, just based off of what I'm looking at here. So you've been very patient, but you feel like it's been at your detriment mentally and emotionally. So you see the reason why the earth element is like, hey, I got to bring you back down. I got to stabilize you. I have to make things right. Let's go ahead. Star in the upright. Hello. And plus, I meant to tell y'all this, that 4 of Swords came out with the Knight of Pentacles. You need to rest. You need to take some time to pray and to meditate because a lot of y'all have been through some things that have been very traumatizing. The 8 of Swords is like, if you look at this card closely, there's no hope in this person's face. Okay? Like completely isolated, completely feeling hopeless, just a total sense of despair. And a lot of you have been in that energy. And so now you need to rest. You need to feel safe. A lot of you don't feel safe. Okay? The Star card is hopes, wishes, and dreams. I love the fact that it's sitting on that Ace of Pentacles because it is something that will be given to you depending on your chart. Depending on your chart and your situation that is favoring you at this time where you're meant to go here with your North Node. Okay? So I like the fact that whatever it is that you have been hoping for, wishing for, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to be presented to you. And again, like I said, getting a bigger house, finding love, getting contracts with people or different companies or something like that in order for you to expand your career. It could be children too. I mean, yeah, Cancer talks about kids, right? We got the mother element here. So some of you guys are like, I want kids. I didn't think I would ever be able to get kids. We're talking about adoption for some of you guys, right? So there's going to be something that you have been really, really wanting that's going to be given to you with that Star card hitting the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that was too many about to come out. Last one. 4 of Wands in the reverse. Some decisions to make. The 4 of Wands is a stable energy. And here it's coming out with the 4 of Wands in the reverse in the future. 2 of Swords is coming out with it. You see how Neptune is here? This is making me believe that for some of you, you have to make a decision that is troublesome. I don't know what that could be. Okay. Fear of making a wrong decision that's going to cause you guys to feel this is uncomfortable. Okay. Four of Wands is uncomfortable energy. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it is a very uncomfortable energy. It could be the fact that you may have to actually move somewhere that you don't necessarily want to move to, but that's like the best place, you can get your bang for your buck. I don't necessarily see overseas, but I mean, it's a possibility. And some of you guys, it's going to be it's going to be because here we actually are looking at the Chariot card, which specifically talks about achieving something, being recognized. And then here you are uncomfortable. Okay. And some of you are very shy. Okay. Neptune talks about the hidden things. You'd rather stay behind the scenes. You don't want to be up front. But this is like one of those things where like you're being forced to actually be pushed out in the open. You're forced to be pushed out there. I don't see skepticism, even though for a lot of you, that's where you've been when it comes down to your money, working career, and love. A lot of skepticism. And this to me is letting me know that now you're going to be less skeptical about where you're headed. But there's an uncomfortability energy here with the Four of Wands. That's just what this is meaning, because you have some decisions to make. And for you, I don't think that you are as confident in your decision making, especially with that Neptune being there. I don't. And I feel like, yes, it does have something to do with work and career. For some of you, it has something to do. Should I move out of this house? Should I leave them? Should I not be here? Should I, let this relationship go? A lot of you are going to be in that energy where you're trying to figure things out and you're afraid you're going to make the wrong decision. You're afraid. And it could be something good where someone is like, I want to be with you. And you're like, I'm not even sure if I want to be with you. Because again, we're talking about home and love. We're talking about travel, moving. Is this the right decision? Neptune is saying that is the thing that you're going to have to figure out for yourself to a source as a decision, even though you don't see everything. You don't see all the outcomes here. That's what's scaring you. Okay. And that's what's making you uncomfortable here with that Four of Wands. Now, I have to go. Thank you so much, Virgo, for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I will see you guys back here again a little bit later. Love you guys. Bye.